Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. She's back. She's better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing it. Dougie pow, our Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. Come, without further ado, let's go and get into this video, y'all. Now, we start off where we left out with Nia Ray and Tequila fighting. I don't blame Nia Ray for knocking that with that shoe. I don't. Get her. She said she didn't want to fight. You kept coming over there. You kept running up. So, that's what you get. A shoe. And she, was going to work with that shoe. Bait. I said, get her. Take her through there. She wanted to be a part so bad. Take her. Millie Rock, do the Millie Rock, rocker, showstopper. I don't blame her at all because, again, you fiending to go hit Nia Ray, but you should be fiending to go hit Big Lex. I think that's insane. Mommy G got so much to say, but was the same one playing like she didn't need that from J Dreams in the last episode, running to the bathroom. We got 3 rounds. We got 3 rounds when y'all really only got 1, maybe 2.5. Like, now she up. You're fuck. I can't take her serious. Everybody's performance on this episode was lackluster. Very lackluster. Nicole just thought she was just gonna come up. I said, boo, get her off the stage. Tomato. Snow Blue won, and she should have won. She did good. She was the one who came up there with the most energy. So, 10s across the board. I give her that. We move on to Big Lex and Laroo having a conversation. Laroo, I don't like the natural hair. I think if it was done, it'd look better, but it was throwing me off. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The natural hair with the big sports bra, it was throwing me off. We then move on to Big Legs. Girl, like they was all just fine 2 seconds ago. But anyways, LaRue confronts her and she like, what type of time are you on? Lex says, oh, I'm not gonna fight you no more. I'm not gonna fight you no more. But like you talk about my people and all that. When she talked about your people, you should have then ran up on her again. Like, the energy was very confusing because all the energy that she had for Tequila, she should have had for LaRue. And all the energy she had for LaRue, she should have had for Tequila. Tequila then was like, well, are we okay? Tequila don't want that ass whooping no more. And I really do hate that for her. It does give embarrassing because why is you up here like trying to get this girl a hug and you, oh, none of my lashes are wrong because you knocked off, you was knocking the shit out of me. You knocked all my lashes off. Like, Tequila didn't need that no more. LaRue did apologize, but I feel like Big Legs had been picking on LaRue, calling her a 2 and all this. And you get in there with her, but the energy should have been up. The way you was playing like you didn't really care for her like that. You really should have got the B-boxing with her. And it didn't give that at all. Now, Jay Dreams, it seems as though her mama just passed. That's what it's giving me. Because she got real emotional. It was real quick to anger. And it definitely gave like she was about to cry. And I don't feel as though before when we seen part 2. Yeah, I think she came on part 2. I never heard her say on her mama. So I think her mama, from what I'm picking up, her mama probably just passed. Like freshly transitioned. And she going through the motions. She had to come and she had to work. And with that, she just is giving her anger. Giving it. Her and Mommy G probably was cool. Mommy G do be talking too much. Mommy G said something out the way. And she like, let me let you know something real quick. Don't play with me. I'm on timing with any of you. And I think it just, escalated from there because from what I seen, Mommy G just touched her arm and she bounced in there. But Mommy G deserve it. Again, I haven't forgot about those cockroach comments. So get her. Dog walker. Snatch some of her braids out while you're at it. All right, we move on to the challenge. I feel like the challenge was stupid. In front of this little kiddie pool, very much the Airbnb look a mess. It's ugly, and the girls are doing the sad girls house versus the bad girls house. Okay, cute. What? Who cares? Um, Renee was the first one to go into the sad girls house because she said something she didn't know, so she was there. Somebody else said something too, and then they got into the house, and then Tequila was saying something, and Swag was like, you're in the sad girl's house now. And she's like, I didn't know it was rules and regulations. And she didn't, because by the time she came up, it's not like he repeated it or anything like that. So, oh yeah, Nicole, she was gonna be there regardless. I don't even know why she came back for part 3 anyway. But those are some of the girls who landed in the sad girl house or whatever. Basically, the ones who really haven't had a real storyline, or storyline is just developing, are in the sad girls houses. Now, my thing is, when it comes to Sway, y'all know I've been telling y'all for a minute. I want him to stay in the background, preferably. I would prefer for him to stay in the background. I would prefer for him to not try to be involved in the shows as far as like talking. Like, for real. Really all the production. I like when production is in the background. More so trying to be in the forefront, trying to host the show or do certain things. I just think they need to be in the background with a lot of stuff. Him going in there like, okay, Nicole, I said don't speak. I did it. I said this. A lot of that, you the big man, of this. You are second in command. I just feel as though second in command should be seen and not heard. We move on to the next scene, which I'm like low-key confused on. I am very confused. Okay, so Lex and Laroo end up having a conversation. Laroo ends up saying, she took the fade with, I think her name Fenty, something like that, under the chin for Lex. Girl, that girl, I ain't gonna lie, baby. Tore immediately. I'm glad security got 50 up off her, because yeah, definitely about to tell her a new one in the top of her head. Okay. Oh Lord, help her. But she ended up saying, she took that for Lex or whatever. And with her taking that for Lex, she just felt like Lex be shading her on the internet. Lex do be picking. She wouldn't let nobody throw no juice in her face. Doubt of this, doubt of that. Lex ends up saying, yeah, you did retaliate. You did want to fight, but then I just went and put my rings on. My thing is this. Lex is the type of person who throw a rock and hide her hand. She do feel as though she better than Laroo. We had already discussed this. We had already acknowledged this from the beginning. She do think that she better than Laroo, but where she's been is stagnant. Attitude bad, but I'm badder was in 2022. Maybe 2023. We're 2025 going on 2026. And still stagnant. And LaRue's a trigger for her, because one thing LaRue gonna do is say, you thought you was gonna be better than me. You thought you were gonna be higher than me, and you're still stuck. And I have leveled up. I have gotten to where you are, and that's a trigger for Lex. Lex don't be want to pay LaRue no mind, but she can't help but to pay her some type of mind, because she do irritate her. And she said, sometimes, I have to let y'all know that I am the wall. No, because that girl had been trained. That girl had been pressed you. It wasn't until we as the fans was saying that, why you don't want to fight her? Like, why would you not give her that? And you finally gave her that, and you only gave her one round, which I think is crazy, because right after the round, she didn't talk about your mama. But you over here beating the dog, beating the brain cells out of a girl who wasn't even talking about you or anything. The girls then have a small, super small, 2 seconds, you blink and it was over segment about surgeries. Because as y'all know, everybody in the beginning was saying that basically this was the BBL show. You know, this was the plastic show or whatever the case was. So the girls then talk about, you know, why they got that surgery. Nia Lee said that she basically just got it for personal reasons, more like, you know, she seen her body as a business, as a brand, and she wanted to expand her brand. Nia Ray ended up saying it was because, you know, she wanted to make more money, and she did look in the mirror and feel like, oh, these girls are making more money than me. Let me go enhance my body. And then we talk about Nicole's 200,000 surgeries that she's had because she wants to go bigger, 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 bigger. We then move on to Nia Lee and Blue Jasmine having a conversation. And Blue Jasmine ends up saying that she's not really rocking with LaRue right now. Now, who cares? Get that out the way. Let me tell y'all something. I feel as though every part, because y'all know part one, part two, part three right now. Every part, I feel like we see a new Nia Lee. Because the first one, it was like, I'm gonna stay out of it. You know, I got my friend back, but I'm not finna, you know, do too much. My friend gonna handle her business, I'm gonna handle mine. Part two, it was anything behind Blue Jasmine. Y'all can't say nothing about Blue Jasmine. I ain't playing about Blue Jasmine. Turn around. Part three. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. I'm not really gonna talk about nobody. I'm gonna just play the field because I don't want to seem like I'm taking on your fades. That's what I'm getting. Let's see if my prediction is true. Like, y'all really peep game. Nia Lee is not really in the conversation like that. You can tell she in her head. She agreeing with her, but she's not adding to it or being like, well, you know, I got your back. It's not any of that. Boom, we move on to the next one-on-one. First of all, I love LaRue's hair in this. Thank God we finally put the wig back on. Thank God. It took forever. But love her ponytail in this. This could be one of her signature looks. She needs to keep that. Boom. So Jay Dreams confronts her about saying something about her mama in the group chat. Like I said, this her mama transitioning had to be recent because this is the second time, you know, she brought it up. But this time she was a little more like, that hurt my feelings. I don't know. The way she went at Mommy G, I'm thinking that she about to, you know, jump across the couch on the road. But she more so just was like, it hurt her feelings, da da da. LaRue said, you know, I didn't say anything about your mom. I just said both of y'all need to shut up because y'all went bust a grape in a fruit fight. I never talked about your mom. And, you know, we're going to apologize to each other when we get to the bottom of that. And they both did apologize to each other or whatever the case was. But then they moved on to Blue Jasmine, basically just saying that Blue Jasmine is feeling herself. She's starting to smell herself. And that needs to be taken care of. Like, somebody need to check that. Jay Dreams ends up saying, you know, she want to see Blue Jasmine today, and hopefully Blue Jasmine can stand on what she been talking about more so than Nia Lee taking that fade for her. And I'm like, LaRue, I want to see it. They end up showing how many times Mommy G or, you know, Cockroach says the N word, and I'm not surprised, nor do I care. You know, if y'all want to continue to bring her on y'all network and let her say whatever she wants and disrespect y'all, be that as it may, let it be what it is. It is what it is. Who cares? The girlies do the fashion show and everybody look good. Everybody look good and they black. I love the performances. Attitude bad, but I'm better. Big booty in the pants. Could have bet he ain't look right. All that. They looked good. They definitely looked good. Now, what I was looking at was the crowd. Ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody there but the regular Now That's TV people. And if, in my opinion, if they are there and they don't look familiar, they trying to get on a Now That's TV show. But it really wasn't nobody there but cast. I was like, is this really the hottest time in Miami Swim Week for real? No. But they do this every year. I think this like their second, maybe third year to do this. So, baby, after the club, it was a lot going on while they was in the club. But it's Jay Dreams gang banging throwing sign. Girl, get in here. They already don't like y'all in Miami as it is. Okay, simple. So she doing all that. They tell her get in the car because all that ghetto-ness, we don't want to see it. We're not impressed. So she get in the van. Mommy G on her ghetto too. Cockroach on her ghetto too. Cockroach tries to turn up on Nia Lee. God, they escort her out the van. God, what had me hollering is Nia Lee being like, they acting like, why you acting like that? Because when the cameras come on, they act like that. So I gotta get into character. That took me out. That took me OUT out. Sav has been quiet for these 2 episodes, but her and Tyler got into it. So now she ready to do that to Tyler. Baby, we gonna see. Now, this is more entertaining than I seen the first time because maybe I didn't get to the end. But it's the I'ma eat you up, bro. I'ma eat you up, bro. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. Huh? I'm from Kansas. My man don't play about me. Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah. You on my stomping grounds. I'ma eat you up, bro. I'ma eat you, man. Watch out, watch out. I'm like, whoa, oh, the gangster. Oh, thug life. It's coming out. So, if I'm not mistaken, Jay Dreams is gonna get that with, at this point, the monkey for calling her nigga face. And like Snow Blue said, everybody keeps making excuses for her. But once again, y'all should be mad at the 2 men, the big fat one and the little bald head skinny one. When the man said something about his wife and he was looking crazy, y'all should be on them hard because they are the ones who continue to bring her back. So yeah, and it's always like that. But anyways, yeah, they should feel disrespected and they should want to get that with her. They finally allow Blue and Dream to get at it. And it's giving drunk girls fighting, okay? I don't know what to say. I'm in shock. But a continuation will be happening. Tyler and LaRue get that next week. Can't wait to see it. That's all I got for y'all. I am weak. This was a somewhat entertaining episode. Let her monkey around. Let her get that. She need that move out the way. It better be round on top of round on top of round. I swear. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.